Hello and welcome to part 2 of my knitting weekend vlog. Today is Saturday the 27th of July 2024. And if you haven't seen yesterday's episode, maybe you would like to go back and watch that first because it will make more sense. Anyways, welcome back if you are coming back. It is, like I said, Saturday. It's around lunchtime, which is crazy how time is going. And I thought I'd give you a quick update on the knitting I got done last night while watching the Olympic opening ceremony, have you watched that as well? What did you think? I loved it. I mean, there was a lull in the middle, but Celine Dion, so many amazing scenes. I loved it, and I knit through all of it. I was tempted to cast on a sock, actually. I saw someone on a Facebook group saying they cast on a sock during the opening ceremony and try to then have it finish the pair during the closing ceremony. But I didn't do that. I like the idea anyways. I may cast on some Olympic socks today. Who knows? But what I did work on is my sweater. And I realized I keep calling this my hand-spun strange brew sweater. I should probably clarify that only the main color in the colorwork is, the contrast color, I guess, is handspun, and the rest is a commercial yarn from Germany. This is Finkhof Wolle, which is a very German yarn. It's a German merino, which is not like the merino you usually get. It's quite crunchy. I do like it, but it's very, very rustic. This is their lighter version of it, which I believe is about a sport weight. It doesn't have much information on here. I bought this years and years and years ago. But look, I have finished the rib. It is flipping up, which it shouldn't be. But that's only because I didn't take good care of this project. I've just been flinging this around. And look, I have knit half a sleeve. So I'm actually quite chuffed with that progress. I did cast on this, I'll start the sleeve yesterday and knit through basically all of the ceremony. I've just been knitting a straight sleeve. Usually I do decreases pretty much straight away, but this sleeve somehow has felt quite, not tight, but very close fitting. So I've just gone for a straight sleeve so far. I might do some tapered increases towards the end. Originally I was a little bit worried because I only have 3 skeins of this yarn, so this is my last skein, but considering I've gotten this far and I only have 1.5 sleeves to go, I now am no longer worried about any sort of yarn chicken. This is how much I have left of my second cake. But yeah, I reckon this is about elbow length, so I just need to keep going, which is perfect because I plan to do lots of TV knitting while watching F1 qualifying and Olympics today. So yes, progress on this. This is not the project I expected to be working on for this weekend, but it's happened, and you know what? I am pretty pleased about it. So yes, that is the knitting progress. I need to, yesterday I dropped down a lot to fix a stitch where I only picked up like 1 ply of the yarn. Somehow I must have split the yarn. And then when I finished doing that in bed in the, not dark, but very bad lighting, I realized either I didn't do it properly or I found another spot where I've done the same. I'm not sure if you can see it down here. So I decided not to do the whole thing again, but to do it today with a crochet hook in proper lighting. So what I'm going to do now is I will fix this. And then I think I shall have a yarn winding party. So I need to wind my yarn for this sweater. I desperately need to wind my yarn for my Monticello wrap. And I might wind some sock yarn and cast on some Olympic socks. I haven't decided yet, but if I see some sock yarn, which I probably will, or something else I just want to cast on, I want to do something new, so I will keep you updated on that. I shall catch up on all the Olympics that I missed. I should mention I am, not that you can see it, but I am wearing my Tulsa by the Crea Bear. This is my second version, I believe. It's knit out of woolly knit cotton, which I like. I feel like it goes a bit stiff after washing. I'm not sure. I think lots of cottons are like that, so this is not a critique of the yarn per se. I keep coming back to the fact that I think Drops Saffron may be my favorite cotton because it doesn't do that. But there's nothing wrong with it. I just saw my friend Robin yesterday. She paired her toaster with a skirt. And that gave me the idea to do the same because this is quite a cropped. Why am I showing you this? I'm not flashing you. This is quite a cropped. For me, it is cropped. It's not super cropped, but it's cropped. So I've paired it with a long black skirt and I actually really like how that looks. And it makes me feel less naked than if I wear a cropped top with jeans. So yeah, that's what I'm wearing today. And I shall get knitting and I will catch up with you guys later. Oh, I should mention, this morning I haven't done any knitting because I woke up, had a shower because yesterday, who ran themselves a bath and then forgot about it and almost flooded the entire house? Me. I was so tired. So I had a rush job this morning because then I went out for child-free brunch with a friend, which was so nice. It was so nice to have brunch and not be cutting up someone else's pancakes and like sharing food and like eating as quickly as possible. So that was lovely. And now for the rest of the day, I'm just going to chill, talk to a friend tonight, and do tons and tons and tons of knitting. So I will catch you up later. Yeah, that's it. Bye. Hello, back. It is now late afternoon, and honestly, time is just flying. I thought I would have all this time to do all the things, but yeah, it's going very, very quickly. But I am pleased to say I have wound my yarn. I did wind an extra skein of sock yarn because I thought I might do a cast on. I'm not sure if I will. I will be honest, I've been having some issues with my wrist in terms of wrist pain, and I do get that sometimes. It is knitting related. Please don't give me advice. I know what I need to do. I just ignore it sometimes. But yeah, so I think a new cast on and tiny needles might not be the best thing. That is also the reason why, despite having cast on, wound up the yarn for my sleeve, I haven't worked on this because I think the small needles with a small circumference have definitely contributed to that. And I don't want to change needles now in the middle of a sleeve. So I haven't worked on this. Instead, I have picked up my mystery sock knit along, the color Popportunity by Stephen West. So if you don't want to be spoiled, do look away, but I will only be showing clue 1 and 2 because I am not doing clue number 3. So if you're still around, I'm going to show you clue 1 and 2, and then I'm doing my own thing for clue 3 anyways, or I'm just ignoring it. So, sorry. Reach. Last time I showed it to you, I had clue 1 and 2 done for my first sock, and I was working on my second sock. And I have finished, this is my second sock. So I finished the I-cord that also sort of closes the loop, I guess. I have done the ribbing. I have not done the heel. So, but this is what my sock number 2 looks like. And then clue 3, I don't want to say I don't like it. I'm not doing it. I think it might be fine. I'm not sure if I like it. It also looks quite big, and I'm quite careful with the sizing because I'm already finding that this tube, despite me only knitting size 2, which is one of the smallest sizes, I think it's really hard to get this to fit correctly. I think having added the heel and the cuff, it'll be fine, but I'm not making any compromises on the fit of the foot of the sock because I want this to be wearable. So what I've decided to do is I have decided to knit a vanilla sock for the foot. So what I've done is, you can see I've done the heel as per pattern. This is the garter stitch heel, which I think is really pretty. Sorry, it's blowing out a little bit. And I have just picked up the stitches. I did use glue 3 a little bit to get the correct pickup rate. And I am just doing a plain vanilla sock for the foot. And I think it'll be really pretty. It looks a bit funky on the front, but I think it's going to look a bit funky on the front, whatever you do. But yeah, the plan is to just have some plain stockinette in the round, which again will be much easier on my hands as well. So I'm just working on the gusset decreases now. I'm almost done with them. Yeah, I'm just doing a basic heel flap and gusset sort of construction with the heel that is in glue 2. So nothing too fancy. And once I'm done with the decreases, what I might do is either just throw in some contrast color stripes. I do definitely want to use that yellow again because I've only used it for this one welt and otherwise it just looks a bit out of place. So I might do that, or because glue 3 has some like eyelets that look really fun, I was thinking I might do something similar in terms of doing some eyelet stripes with the contrast colors, but without doing the actual glue, if that makes any sense. So I think I'll play around with it a little bit. I want to do something that is quite straightforward so I can knit it while watching sports on TV, essentially. Not gonna lie. But yeah, I think it should work. I think it should be fine. And then I can do the same thing for sock number 2. The heel was really straightforward to knit anyways. I was a bit confused with the pickup instructions for the second sock. And I think I've played around with the color placement as well. So I just need to make sure, I think I may have to follow the instructions for sock 1 again to make sure I get the heel in the right place so that I have the welts on the front of both socks. And as you can tell, they are going, the colors are going the different way. So I think it should be fine. I didn't find the instructions super clear, but that may very, very well just be me. But yeah, so this is what I have been working on. I feel like I'm not making much progress, but I think it's just the project I'm working on as well. I'm a little bit all over the place. Sorry, my phone keeps on going off. But I did want to show you, I got this book in the mail. I've been wanting to get this book, which is 52 Weeks of Scarves, which was previously published as 52 Weeks of Shawls. Why did it change? I have no idea. But I've been wanting it for a while, and it has finally, I found it on sale, so I went for it the other day. And I wanted to show you a couple of patterns. I had a look to see if I found the perfect pattern in here for the yarn that I bought yesterday. I don't think so. The blue, those sort of like lilac-y and pink skeins that I got yesterday, I should say. But I have another book from Liner Publishing, from Vera Rain. No, Vera Valimaki. I think Vera Ryan is on Instagram. Anyways, so I might have a look in that later, but I did want to show you a couple of patterns that just spoke to me. So first up, trying not to show you the actual pattern, I found this wrap and I think it's really cool. The construction looks really fun to make. So it's geometrical. I just thought it was clever. So this appealed to me, just like having a flick around the book. And then the pattern that made me want to buy the book is this. This is from Stephen West. It is called Rainbow Road. And I don't like these colors, but I think it's a really fun design. It looks really fun to knit. And if you're thinking mini skeins or advent calendars, I just think this one would be really fun. And then lastly, the one that I also really liked is called Crackside by Stella Ackroyd. I'm probably butchering that. And isn't that just beautiful? And I think this may be, if I get enough yardage, this could be a good handspun project. It looks really fun to knit. Sort of a combination of lace and garter stitch. Or let's see what yarn they use Tuku Wolf fingering, which would be dreamy for this. I would love to knit this actually in the same color in Tuku Wolf fingering. I think that would be stunning. But if I'm trying not to buy yarn, I think I have lots of woolly yarn that could also work for it. Hang on, can I show this to you without showing you the pattern? I just think it's really pretty. So those are the 3 designs that jumped out at me, and I wanted to show that to you really, really quickly. Again, I'm not making any decisions. This is just me browsing and gathering up some ideas. So yeah, I think that may be it for today. I apologize. I thought I would have more exciting stuff happening, but I mean, I'm knitting. I'm just also trying not to ruin my wrist, so I don't want to go overboard and then not be able to knit for a couple of weeks. I'm also very impatiently waiting for a kit for another blanket, a crochet project to arrive, and it hasn't even left the US, so that's not going to happen this weekend, but I'm really, really excited about it. Oh, I can show you something else. Let me show you something else. I have been working on my retro stripe retro stripe sunburst granny square blanket. Such a mouthful, by Naughty Crow Crochet. And I've talked about this in the past. It always blows out the camera. It's really, really bright. And as you can maybe you can't see it, but as you can maybe tell, I have started the border. Because this original pattern, it's just massive. It's a massive afghan with all these sunburst squares, but I couldn't face them anymore. I was so sick of them. So, and the original border is just a really slim sort of pom-pom style border. I'm not sure how they make them. Or is it pom-pom? Is it bubbles? Like something in that style, which I think I always in some way knew that I wasn't going to do that. So what I've decided to do is to stop making the squares with the circles, and I know it looks a bit messy, but I think it will block out, by the way. But instead I have started, for now I'm just doing a granny stitch border. And yeah, I'm not sure. I'll build on it somehow. I think, and I'm thinking maybe I do like a very slight scalloped edge at the very end. Which I've done for my son's blanket that he uses in his bed. Oh God, I made that like 2 years ago. But I remember that being quite effective. I haven't really decided yet, but I think I think actually framing it with the white granny stitch also looks really pretty, or it just sort of finishes it off really, really nicely. So again, my plan is to keep working on this and finish it off soon. I'm not sure if I'm keeping this. I may actually donate this somewhere as well because I love it and I wanted to make it, but I'm not sure if I need it in my house. And this is another project that is breaking my wrists. I'm really struggling with the yarn. This is the original yarn used for the pattern, which is Red Heart Super Saver. This is the retro stripe colorway, and this is the Aran colorway. And it's just too hard on my hands. I think it's because it's quite a bulk. I'm not sure if it's a bulky, but it's quite a thick yarn, and it's not rough, but it's also not soft. I am used to like the crazy soft British acrylics that you get for blankets, and yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe thinking about it, maybe this is what sort of wrecked my wrists to start with. I'm not sure, but I did the 2 rounds of granny stitch last week. And it didn't feel great. And again, it's not worth me breaking my precious hands or wrists, which I definitely need for life and also for crafting. So I think I need to get this done. Not sure what I'm doing with it yet. It's really pretty. I'm not sure why I'm not liking it. Maybe once I block it, I will like it more. But yeah, that is the progress on this, and the reason I mentioned this is because I would like to get this either finished or close to finished before my new blanket kit arrives. So yeah, that's another thing that I have neglected to tell you about, but I have been working on this. Alright, you guys, that is really it for today. I will try to answer your questions tomorrow. I think I have the whole day tomorrow Tonight I'm just going to talk to a friend. I'm going to watch some more Olympics. I'm currently watching the road cycling time trials, so I'll continue watching that. Yeah, sorry, my life is not ridiculously interesting, but it's just such a nice break from the usual sort of craziness of parenting that I'm really enjoying the quiet and the slowness and the doing nothing really. Sorry, my words are not wording anymore. I'm also actually quite sore from all the walking I did yesterday. I can feel it. So I'm going to take it easy today. I have done a ridiculous amount of laundry because I'm still sort of traumatized from the sickness bug that we had a couple of days ago. But otherwise, I'm really trying to just enjoy and let my body rest, get some sleep. I've been going to bed quite early, which is rare because I'm such a night owl. Usually, if I'm by myself, I will stay up way too late. But so far, I haven't done that, which is probably good. So hopefully I will be somewhat rested when my son and husband return tomorrow. All right, you guys, thank you so much for listening to me ramble about knitting and life and crochet and yarn and plans and everything and nothing. I will talk to you guys very, very soon. And until then, happy knitting, happy crafting. Thanks for watching. Bye.